Alright, hello. I'd like to start off by saying that I don't do very many videos, so this is just a lot of me talking. So I have something here that I want to share. It's a tarot deck that I found on Etsy that I absolutely loved. And in reading the item description, what I can tell you is that this deck is created by an independent artist. It's not mass produced. When you order them, she actually has them printed by request from the printer, and then the printer actually ships them to you. It's a beautiful deck, and I waited a long time to get it after I ordered it, but I did know that going into it, so I was more than happy to wait to get this. It's beautiful. In fact, I haven't gone through all of the cards yet, because as I was opening it up, I realized that this was something that I just wanted to share, so that you all could be as surprised about it as I am. So when I got it, like I said, it wasn't in anything super special. It was in lovely manila envelope, which I just kind of ripped open because that was pretty easy. And then the deck itself was in shrink wrap, literal just shrink wrap. It was very well sealed. I took a very, very small knife and nicked the corner of it actually to get the cards out without risking damaging them or anything. Like I said, this is an independent deck. It actually didn't come with any sort of guidebook or instructions or anything. It is literally just a deck. And while I feel like some of you may be a little like disappointed or apprehensive of that, because there are some really fantastic, guidebooks out there that come with tarot decks, but in a certain way, as like a tarot reader, there's a certain kind of mystery to it, that this is all just based off of how you feel and what your knowledge is, and the deck nor the author are really trying to make any suggestions about it, which is kind of mystical in a way that I was really digging there for a little bit. Okay, so the cards themselves, I'll show you the back here first. Be very careful. It's very pretty. Get that in a little closer. Full of a lot of nature. You can see the bees kind of up and down here. I also like that it's not directional. So if you read reversals, like, depending on the spread, I do or I don't. It just kind of depends on what I'm asking. But I love that you can't tell either way if they're upside down or right side up before you actually draw them. Now on mine, I spent the extra and I did get the gold edging, although you can order them without. And it's beautiful. Like, this camera is so not gathering how pretty that is, how absolutely sparkly these cards are. I love it. And like I said, I started this video kind of mid-opening them, so I have not gone through all of the cards yet. I will say that, brand new, I'm getting a little glittery from these. I really hope that never stops, because I love glitter. So this was the card that was on the bottom. It is the Ace of Cups. How lovely that is. Unfortunately, I'm wondering if this video is mirroring, and when I play this back, that all of these are going to be backwards. I apologize. I didn't quite think that one through here. So we're going to flip through these here kind of fast. So that was the Ace of Cups. Okay, so they're going Now we have the Ace of Pentacles. Look at that fantastic star. Now there is a theme to this deck, as I understand. Oh, the Ace of Swords. Look at that. I love the order that these are in. It's unusual. Oops. Oh, I love that one. The Ace of Wands. Oh, and then we start the majors. Again, in an order I'm not terribly familiar with. Though I don't know if the publisher specifically put these in any sort of order. Obviously, because I have no documentation, so how would any of us know the answer to that? Okay, these are just in random order, it seems, because now we have the Ace of Cups. The Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Swords. I absolutely love the theme in this. Her artwork is amazing. And I love the color of it. That was definitely the first thing that really attracted me to this deck. Check that one out. And the Five of Cups. So as I understand, like I said, there is a theme to this deck. The cups are swans. The pentacles are rabbits. Of course, rabbits equating to earth, and swans as a bird, they float on water much like ducks. Swords, you have moths, of course, because they're with air. So there is an elemental theme going on here. And then I know it's kind of hard to symbolize fire, maybe, but you do have wands or bees. Of course, bees are also very fast, and there's always a lot of movement in wands. The Four of Cups. Look at that. Isn't that adorable? The bunnies are great. Like, check this one out. It's the Four of Swords. And the Four of Wands. Now, this cardstock is also really great, too. From my understanding from her item description, they're printed on playing cardstock. So they feel quite a bit like bicycle cards. You know, the great thing about bicycle cards is that they're very resilient and resistant to a lot of things. The material that they print them on is very glossy and is supposed to be very bend resistant, so I will have to see with that. Oh, the King of Pentacles. Very fitting for the father of that suit. Oh, we're on to quartz. Okay. Well, we'll find out. The King of Swords. Lovely. That's very, very fitting. The King of Wands. It's the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Pentacles. Isn't that adorable? And the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Wands. Oops. Pile's getting a little messed up here. Put that. Resting it on a rose quartz just to kind of keep them together. And the Nine of Cups. I think the rabbits and the pentacles in this are my favorite. Check that bunny out. the Nine of Swords. I love how you can kind of see, and it's really hard to see like in the video and on the images. I guess you kind of get it a little bit kind of on this right here where you actually catch the edging like in the light or in the eye, and it just kind of glistens at you. It's awesome. It's the Page of Pentacles. No, sorry, that was the Page of Cups. I said Pentacles. Here's the Page of Pentacles. Haha. And then the Page of Swords. That's kind of fitting when you think about it because of the moths. And it's caterpillar. It hasn't turned into a moth yet. I love that. I love that kind of bringing that extra like imagery in the air. Page of Wands, the young little bee. Oh, the Queen of Cups. Check that out. And the Queen of Pentacles, one of my favorite cards. That one came up the other day, helped me have a very relaxing day off. Oh, wow. This might be my favorite Queen of Swords card ever. Check that out. Beautiful. The Queen of Wands. The bees are pretty, but they're definitely not my favorite. The Seven of Cups. It's a card I often struggle with. The Seven of Pentacles. Adorable as always, the little bunnies. The Seven of Swords. They are a little bit of a pip deck in a lot of sense. I don't know much about the styles beyond the pips and like the Rider White and the other one. I don't know much about like the Toth deck or anything like that, but the majority of the cards that I have, they do have quite a lot of imagery in them. Not that these don't, but they don't necessarily draw specifically to its meaning as much as probably the majority of my other decks do. But it's not like a straight pip card like my Anne Stokes deck, the Gothic Tarot, where it's literally just like, you know, the Seven of Swords is a sword with a 7 on it. That kind of bothers me. I think I could get used to this, I really do, because it's the image and the connotation kind of sticking together instead of just the number itself. But like, there's nothing specifically, you know, Seven of Wandsy about this image that really, you know, sticks out to me, so to speak. It's got a theme and then a number, and that kind of helps, but it's not very Rider White. The Six of Cups. The swans are really cute. I do like them a lot. And the Six of Pentacles, another one of my favorite cards. Look at that, just adorable. Now, I kind of get a little bit of it with this one, because when I think of this card, I always think of, you know, the balance of money, like balancing your bank account. Money comes in, money goes out, and everything's kind of okay. And you kind of see the little, you know, bunny with the pentacles up and the pentacles down, and that's very symbolic to me, which is kind of exciting. The Six of Swords. See, I'm proving myself wrong as I'm going through this and I'm looking at more of them. Because that moth is definitely flying away. And isn't that very Six of Swords? And then a Six of Wands. Oh, here we go. Here's some more major. That's very fitting. Strength with the elephant. Yeah, I love that. Oh, this one's cute. Oh. Temperance. Yes. Okay, and we have, oh, the Ten of Cups. See, this is in a really strange order. I'm going to have to, like, sort these out into the suits and maybe go through them again to kind of really grasp the connection between all of these and maybe the progression. Maybe some more of that, like, imagery will start to pop out to me. Something that I'm noticing too is some of these cards, like if you get the gold edging, is a little bit like over on the cards, and I think that's mostly what's coming off onto my hands because it's on both sides. But I'm sure once I've shuffled them a few times, that'll really kind of help because I do plan on shuffling these shortly. Okay, so we have the Ten of Pentacles. Adorable little bunny there. I love the bunnies in this. They're fantastic. And then we have the Ten of Swords. I'm finding with the sword suits, it's kind of become a where's the moth game almost. And then the Ten of Wands. Oh, I love this one too. The Chariot. My Zodiac card. That's the card of Cancer. Oh! Check that out! Oh yeah! It's in there! That's amazing. Very fitting. The Devil. Getting stuck in that web. Chained to that thing. Stuck in that trap. What better for the Emperor than the King of the Jungle? And of course, Queen of the Jungle, the Empress. So of course, to pull this one back out, the Emperor, the Emperor and the Empress, King and the Queen Lion. Notice how he stands very stern and very fair, and she looks very soft, and they have the two cubs in the picture there. So together they form a family unit. It's very sweet. Okay, moving on. The Fool. With the jester hat and all. Because it just wouldn't be a Fool card without that jester hat. The Hermit. The Hierophant. What I like about this is the Hierophant in a lot of ways can be very much that wise old owl, you know, that old guy that just, you know, gives you that advice, you know, that piece of information that you were looking for, that a lot of times he's a teacher or a religious practitioner. A lot of times it's seeking answers or truths. An owl's a very, very fitting for that card. We have the Lovers, a pair of, I think these are either more moths or some butterflies. Okay. I'm unfamiliar with what she titled it as. The Magus? I'm probably saying that wrong. Um, I've always, in all of my other decks, it's always referred to as the Magician. And I had to look at the number and then the symbolism in this card to figure out what it was. So, kind of impressed I did that. And I didn't have to go stop and look that up. But I absolutely love this card. Also one of my favorite cards in the deck. But I think this might be very close to my favorite. Granted, they're almost always my favorite cards. Oh my gosh. The Magician. Isn't that adorable? With the little hat. And then you'll notice the cup, the pentacle. I think there's a sword and a wand in there somewhere that I'm having trouble pointing out. But my gosh, that's perfect. That is adorable. I love that. The little stars up there in the corner. It just looks mystical. The moon. The wolf howling at it. I like that one a lot too. It's very kind of what I think about when I think of the moon, you know. Out there, walking around by the light of the moon. When is that real or is that a shadow? This star. Lots of stars there. The sun. The little doe. Oh no! We've all had a day like this before. Now, if this isn't the cutest angry thing that I've ever seen. The tower. That poor unicorn that broke its horn and it fell off. And it looks like it wants to kill something. It's like, you broke my horn, I'm going to kill you. Oh, check that eye out. Right up there under the number. I like it. I like that a lot. Oh, I like this one too. Man, these cards are they're so cute. But they did also fit in a lot of symbolism to it and made it adorable. And that's what's so great here. And by the universe and the number, I'm guessing they mean the world. It's a little kitty looking at the whole world with the entire universe around it. Look at that. And the stars in the background. You got Earth and is that Saturn behind it? Oh, I love it. That's so cute. So cute. Alright, what's left here? We have the Three of Cups. More swans. Oh, baby swans. The Three of Pentacles. Like I said, I love the rabbits. Ow. Poor moth. It's very Three of Swords day for him. Hurts. And the Three of Wands. The Two of Cups. They're like two new best friends that just met each other. The Two of Pentacles. Bunny's doing a pretty good job of juggling there, huh? And Two of Swords. It's traditionally symbolic with a moth. And Two of Wands. Only got 2 cards left. Just kind of stuck back here. Like, you can tell that, you know, the publisher just kind of printed these and put them together, packaged them, and shipped them out. Like, they weren't specifically printed in any chronological sense, like, nothing. They're just printed and sent out. It's really weird and kind of cool and very mysterious feeling, because now I feel like I'm wondering, why are they in this order? I don't know, I'm kind of digging it. Second to last card in the deck. The Wheel of Fortune. I think that's really neat. I love how it has the phases of the moon and the sun in there. And then, of course, the circle that the snake's making. And then beyond that, you see the stars and then the earth. It's very cool. I like that a lot. The moon symbols just alone get me. Alright, guys. Very last card. What we've got here, it is the Nine of Wands. Very cute, very cute. Alright, guys, well, that was the entire deck. So thank you for hanging out, watching, and going through that with me. Here we go again with that gold edging. Man, I love that. See if I can't. Oh yeah, look at that. Experiencing that with me. I will try and post the link to her page to order these if you want to. I did buy this deck. Nobody's paying me to do this review or anything, but when I found this deck on Etsy, you know, I didn't order it like right away. I waited on it for a little bit, just trying to you know, decide if it was something that I was willing to wait on, because I knew, you know, that it was going to take some time. And during that period of me waiting, I did do some searching on YouTube and on, you know, the Facebook groups and whatnot. I'm trying to find, you know, more pictures of it, somebody that had it, you know, anybody that had ever used it or heard of it before, and I found nothing. And it really intrigued me. And so I finally decided that, you know, I was going to wait on them, I was going to order them, and finally getting them. Like, I'm not disappointed at all. They are beautiful, they feel fantastic. I love the gold edging and the added glitter, because you can't have enough glitter in your life. And I just kind of wanted to help the artist spread a little bit of awareness about it, because I feel like there are so many tarot deck collectors out there that would really be interested in this being in their collection, but because there's nothing out there about it, they don't maybe want to order it, or maybe they don't want to wait. But they are beautiful. I paid $40 for these cards, and I would do it again. Like I said, the gold edging is optional. You don't have to get those. I chose to because I thought it was just gorgeous, and I'm super happy that I did. I think that the shining is fantastic. I just hope that it doesn't wear off too much over time, because that's how much I really like it. Like I said, you can find these cards on Etsy. The deck is called Fae and Ferns, and I have here the listing for it. Fae, Fae and Ferns tarot deck by MySincerelySam on Etsy. And she does have quite a lot of photos in there too, you know, about them, and definitely some information about the printing process and the cardstock, and, you know, how long it may take her to get them to you. I will tell you that I ordered these. What does it say specifically? I ordered these on February 7th, 2018, and it is March 8th, 2018, and I just got them out of the mailbox. So that's how long I waited for them, and I'm not upset about that at all. It was completely worth it. I also like to think too, with tarot being divination and everything, when I ordered them and I committed to, you know, waiting a month or so to get them, was I wonder how much different my life will be when I get them out of my mailbox versus how it is right now. And everything's gotten better, and this was a wonderful surprise to come home to. So thank you, Sincerely Sam, for getting these made for me. Very much appreciated. I cannot wait to start doing some readings with them. So thank you everybody for hanging out and watching this. If you are interested in these, I hope you check them out. They are fantastic, and I know she would like to have some more prints of them out there. So have a great night, everybody. See you next time.